In our previous videos, we talked about some of the most common applications of the Drush command line tool in order to manage features and upgrade and install a Drupal site. In this video, we're going to explore a nice utility that allows us to create aliases for command line commands. So this can come in handy when we have a long command that we use an awful lot, but we want a shorter version of it that's easier to type and easier to remember. To do this in Drush, we need to set up a configuration file called drushrc.php. Now for an example of this, along with examples of how to create a shell alias, you can go to drush.ws/help/examples, and the example.drushrc.php file is the one we want to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and click it to open it up in the browser. And if we go ahead and do a search in here for shell aliases, we'll see, if we scroll down here, that there's several examples here. Now this file is pretty long because it includes a number of examples that really expose all of the different ways you can configure Drush. But all of the examples are commented out, which means that we can use this as a source file for our drushrc.php file. Now if we look at these examples, what we see is that everything resides inside of this options array, and shell aliases is the first element in this array. Every element within the shell aliases array is the alias itself. So for example, if this line was not commented out, we could type drush pull and it would run the command git pull. For this line, we could type drush pull db and it would run git pull and drush update db, so two commands in a row. Now notice that there are exclamation marks here. This is an indicator that the alias should be run as is, completely verbatim. Now, when we're ready to set up our own drushrc.php file, we need a place to put it, and there's two different places it can reside. The first is in the directory of your Drupal site, and the second is in a dedicated .drush folder inside of your main user folder. We're going to go ahead and go with the first option to begin with because it's a little simpler to implement. So I'm going to go ahead and hit back in the browser, and what we're going to do is go ahead and save this file. I'm going to right-click this and select Save Link As, and I'm going to put this directly in my loc.gitsite.com folder, and I'm going to click Save. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump to the folder, and let's go ahead and rename the file to drushrc.php, so we're just taking out the example dot part, and let's go ahead and open it up. Now when we look at this file inside of our editor, it's pretty clear that everything here is commented out. Now let's go ahead and create an alias for a command that we've been using a lot inside of Git for the last several videos, which is git log one line, passing one line as a parameter. So even though we can put this line anywhere, let's go ahead and group our shell aliases in the same place. So I'm going to go ahead and do a search here for shell aliases. And then let's go ahead and repurpose one of these lines. I'm going to copy it and paste it and uncomment it. And then for the command, we're going to put git log -- one line. And notice that we've added the exclamation mark here. And then for the alias, we'll go ahead and put GLO, short for git log one line. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. Now let's go ahead and test this out. I'm going to jump to my development site, which is in the folder where we just saved the drushrc.php file. And I'm going to go ahead and do drush GLO, and I'm going to hit enter. So you can see here that we're seeing the one-line version of the log here. So our drush GLO is working great.